This is example 4 from our reference sheet. Here's a formula for the surface area of a cylinder. Now, underneath the formula, let's talk about what each variable means, because it's important. That capital B, what do you think it means? Capital B, base. That's typically what anyone who's just thinking will say, yeah, that means base. But it actually doesn't mean base. What does it say there on your sheet, on your formula sheet? What does capital B mean?
Area.
The area of the base. So go ahead and put it right here, put area. Doesn't mean just base, it means capital B means area of the base. It doesn't mean base. Base is just like a side of a triangle, or a side of a parallelogram, or a side of a trapezoid. Capital B means area of the base, which I'll talk about shortly. What is the area of the base here of a cylinder? We'll talk about that right now. Right now I just want to talk about what each variable means. Capital C means circumference of one of the bases. Circumference of base. And then the height. This is actually the height of the cylinder. How tall the cylinder is. Height of cylinder. So this height is different than if you had the height of a triangle, which is a flat two-dimensional shape. This height is different than if you had a parallelogram. This height is different than if you had a trapezoid. This is actually the height of the cylinder itself, a three-dimensional figure. So the height here would be 9. Height of cylinder. Height of cylinder. Okay, what are the bases? So on your picture, go ahead and put an arrow here, the bottom circle, and the top circle, put bases. The bases are actually the circles themselves. The height is 9. We're ready to rock and roll. How many bases do you have? 2. That's why there's a 2 in the formula. Look at 2 times the area of one of them. So I'm going to find the area of one of the bases. That shape is a circle. We know how to find the area of a circle. You just had a quiz on that last Friday, and I gave you the results of it yesterday. So 2 times the area of one of the circles, look at, that's 2 times capital B, plus the circumference of the circle, times the height. That's going to be the surface area of the cylinder. Let's do it one at a time. Here we go. Questions before we dive in. We're about to dive in this now. It's not that crazy. What's up, Gaggles? All right. Let's do this. We're on example 4 from our notes yesterday. So mission number 1 is let's figure out the area of one of the bases. Okay? Capital B. The area of one of the bases. What's the area of a circle? What's the formula for area of a circle? Because that's what the base is. It's a circle. So I have to find the area of a circle. 2 pi r would be the circumference, huh? Right, it's right up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not expecting you to memorize all these. All the formulas are in your hand. Wake up, okay? So, the formula for the area of a circle is right here, pi r squared. So, pi r squared. Notice I'm putting capital B here because capital B means the area of a base. The area of the circle is pi r squared. You've got 2 bases. They're both circles. Let's find the area of one of them. 3.14. Radius is 4 meters square. I have a pencil, maybe you know. Yeah. Let's do it. Pi r squared. Nice. I got 3.14 times 16. That becomes 50.1 more. Square meters up. That's the area of one circle. But how many are there? There's 2 of them. That's why we're going to multiply this by 2. Look at area of one circle times 2. There's 2 circles. So I got to find the surface of both circles. Right, Castaneda? So multiply this by 2. That'd be 100.48 square meters. Okay.
Does it matter if you say square meters or if you say meter square?
It doesn't. Meter square and square meter mean the same thing. Talk to me. Sure. Okay, so that's so far. So far in our formula, we've already covered this part here, the 2b. So the surface area, it should be that same. Surface area is 2 times the area of the base. We just got 100.48. You guys with me? We just figured this part of the formula out. It became that 100.48. Now we're going to find the circumference of the base, and we'll multiply it by the height, and we'll put it right here, right there. So we're going to do this part now of the formula. So there's nothing that big of a deal. I mean, you know how to find the area of a circle, and you know how to find the circumference of a circle. You just took a quiz on that. Now you're just going to apply all that knowledge and put it in a more complex formula. This is just really testing how good of...
Like a puzzle.
Right. How good are you at following directions? That's really all this math is really about. It's not really high-level thinking. Can you follow directions? That's all you're being tested on. All right, circumference of the circle now. I'll do it in red. So, the circumference of a circle, you don't have to memorize, it's on your sheet. Here we are, 2 pi r. Right? That's the outside of a circle, the boundary of a circle. Remember, instead of calling it a perimeter, we call it circumference. Right, Reyes? Miss Reyes? I knew you'd agree. Someone spray her with some coffee or something. 2 times 3.14 times the radius is 4. So circumference then is 6.28 times 4, right? 2 times 3.14 is 6.28. Someone with a calculator help me out. 6.28 times 4. Awesome. Okay. Normal feet, because it's circumference only. Not square feet, but normal feet. 6.28. My bad. 6.28.
If it was half a circle, would you cut it?
Cut this in half. It'd be half the circumference. Because this is a full circumference, right? We got a whole circle here. So, coming back over here now. The circumference then, look at, I'm going to put 25.12. Now I'm going to multiply it by the height. Put the height right in there. What was the height of the cylinder? 9. It's 9 meters tall, the cylinder. Okay. Surface area then is 100.48 plus, someone multiply that crap for me, would you?
226.
Wait, not the whole thing. 25.12 times 9 first.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. Oh, it's 226? Okay, my bad. 226 point. Thank you. Well, look, here's a formula. It's right here. It's not saying divide by 2. This times this. Well, 2 times the area of the base plus the circumference times the height, and there's your surface area. It's like a recipe. You want to make a cake, put so much eggs, flour, this and that. You want the surface area of a cylinder? This times this, that times that, add them up, you're done. Just following directions here. So 100.48 plus 226.08, help.
226.56.
Chickens, horses, termites. You're awesome. Oh yeah, meters. I need more coffee. Castaneda. What do you think, Castaneda? I thought so. All right. Remember that video I just showed you? Last thing before I release you guys to start your assignments. The video I just showed you, if you open up a cylinder and look at its surfaces, you have two circles. Okay, you have two circles, which is why the formula has this. The formula has, look at this part of the formula, 2 times the area of a circle. But then it has a rectangle. Look at the rectangle. To find the area of a rectangle, it's length times width. So where's the length and width found in the formula? Check it out. The length is actually the circumference, because if you look at the video, you look at this length will wrap around. If you were to close this in and create the cylinder, this length of this rectangle from here to here wraps around that circle. If you were to close it, and the outside of the circle is called the circumference. So this length is the circumference of the circle because it wraps around it if you close it in. So this is length times the height. But instead of length, it's circumference times the height. Because the circumference is the length of that rectangle when you close it in. That's why the formula is the way you see it. Some of you grasped what I said, and not you have to replay the video. But I'm going to give you the next 10 minutes to continue with any assignments you're working on. We'll take a break. Second half of class, we'll do our last lesson of the day plus a quiz. Okay.